Let me transition from wrestling and move to the E Network reality show, relatively famous Ranch
Why did you
Life.
brought them in here for? What do you know?
For those that haven't seen it, they took the offspring of some celebrities and put them on a ranch to do some work. You're on the show with the daughter of Eazy-E, the son of Ray Parker Jr., son of Billy Bob Thornton, daughter of Pat Benatar, and others. I see you all shaking your heads and all these crazy reactions. What was the show like for you?
The show was awesome. I got to dig into Dad's old roots of the ranch life. No, it was great. I got to live on an 8,000 acre farm for a whole month. No phone, no nothing, just doing dirty chores. I artificially inseminated a cow. I was named cattle box.
I originally did that one time.
Yeah.
It wasn't artificial.
There was a video called Mr. Hands.
So I got to do that. I was doing every job, and then the city, the people that lived in LA, the kids that lived in LA just didn't want to get their hands dirty. And I was like, sign me up for whatever. It doesn't matter. More TV time for me. And I just had a great time. I got to ride horses. I was named cattle boss. Got to herd cattle.
So everyone
You
on
were the
show,
cattle boss?
I was the cattle boss.
he won like
So you're the
everyone on
pitcher.
the show depended on him to do like every bit of work that was taken on the ranch. So Billy, when you got to watch it on TV, how proud did it actually make you seeing that your son was representing your family as this well-raised, hardworking kid?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that a work, Billy? Was he working or is that him?
No, I thought it was. I could not, first of all, believe how spoiled some of these kids were.
Yeah.
Just had to thank my lucky stars that he's not like that. Like, because I would probably hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well,
can't.
he's grown now, Billy.
You
He's
can't
grown.
say
You
that.
can knock the crap out. You
No.
punch him right in the face.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
17. I'm still not. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like 46. Hey,
you also got to see him
let
bumped
me
up.
let
Yeah,
me say
go.
something, Ryan. So we've been at a bunch of shows together with the A double crooked letter boys, and everybody comes up and talks about
Gun
that
Club,
show.
Gun Club.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know if we wanted to talk about GUNs. There's little babies watch this show, so I spelt it out. So
He's worse.
all we heard about was what a good kid he was. Like, oh, he was so respectful. He was so this, he's so that. Like when I'm around him, he's not exactly like that. But he's still very respectful. But that's the one thing everybody said. And Billy, that has to make you even more so than him being able to take a good bump and an entertaining ass whooping. That's got to make you feel better than anything that you kind of made a couple good humans. You know what I mean? Anybody can take a friggin' hip toss.
That to me outweighs everything. Like
Yeah.
there's not a people that bring them to shows or do shows with them. Even people at AEW constantly come up to me and goes, "Hey, you have two of the most respectful," and that's all I care. As long as they're respectful and don't feed into whatever it is that these kids feed into these days, I'm fine with that. Like that has never been a thing. I mean, we all were brought up to respect what we do, and that's something I never had to worry about. I've had a couple of people bring them into signings and stuff and go, I could not believe how good, how respectful they are. And that above everything means more than.
Austin, were you brought up too well that you should have punched Billy Bob Thornton's kid and didn't?
Oh boy. I wanted to so bad. And the funny thing is after the show, we've become best friends.
No way.
And it's just, we just saw him yesterday.
I mean, he was an agitator.
He called me every day. And I'm like, Harry, you can't call me every day. Dude, I have a job. Like, I am. He's like, well, you should always pick up the phone for me. And I'm like, dude, I just got done wrestling, traveling, week in Vegas. Like, now in LA, it's just like, he's like, well, I don't want to see you, dude.
Sounds like me and Billy.
Yeah, on the show, we bumped heads so much because he knew how to get under my skin. And I was like, dude, I don't want to beat the brakes off this kid. and become the villain of the show. I was like,
that kid would have whooped your
composure.
ass. Billy Bob's kid knows jujitsu, and he would
No,
have.
and I didn't want to ruin my chances of meeting Billy Bob, and I didn't. So I had lunch with Billy Bob, and I was like, all right, now I can beat you.
Now I can beat this kid's brains out. No, he was all right. He knew what to do too. You know what I mean? Y'all were good TV. Y'all were good TV together.
Thank you.
Well, look. So Ryan, what do we got left?
Let's bring it back to